Oh, my Royal Sussex Squad family, you're going to love this one. Because once again, Prince Harry has shown us why he remains one of the most beloved, down-to-earth and authentic public figures of our time. And this time, it all goes down in none other than New York City, where the ink flows, the cameras roll, and the Duke of Sussex delivers a moment so full of warmth and humour that even his most relentless critics are left grasping for straws. Yes, we're talking about that unforgettable visit to East Side Ink, where Harry, jelly roll and tattoo artist Joshua Lord cooked up one of the most unexpected, delightful skits we've seen tied to the Invictus Games. And of course we're going to unpack every glorious second of it. But more than that, we're going to talk about what it means, what it really reveals about Harry, about how he continues to evolve, about why people like Joshua Lord, people who have no royal protocol to follow, come away with only respect and admiration for the Duke. This is the story of a man who walked away from a life of limitation, embraced his freedom, and chose purpose, laughter and kindness. This is about a moment that was funny on the surface, but deeply meaningful underneath. So let's rewind for a moment. There's this legendary tattoo parlor in New York City, East Side Ink. If you know, you know. The walls are lined with stories, with art, with personalities. Celebrities have come and gone. And then in 2024, in walks Prince Harry. That's right, the Duke of Sussex himself steps into this edgy, artistic haven. But why? The tabloids were quick to speculate. Photos leaked. Rumours swirled. Did Harry get a tattoo? Is the prince now sporting ink? The British media, desperate for a scandal, practically exploded with speculation. They had no idea what was coming. And that's what made it even more perfect. Because what we later learned was this. Prince Harry was filming a hilarious, smart and surprising skit to promote the Invictus Games. A campaign that brought together humour, celebrity influence and real-world engagement, all in the name of veterans, resilience and hope. And central to that moment was Jelly Roll, a tattooed, soulful country singer with a heart of gold, and the incredibly talented Joshua Lord, the tattoo artist whose shop became the stage for this unexpected gem. Now imagine this. Harry sits down, calm as ever, next to Joshua Lord. The cameras roll, and then boom! Jelly Roll walks in, ready to tattoo the Duke's neck. The scene is outrageous, clever and unexpected. It catches everyone off guard and in the best possible way. The public laughs, the veterans love it, the media is stunned. But most importantly, the mission is front and centre, Invictus. The games, the healing, the community. But the real power of this story lies not just in the skit, but in what happened after. Because what does Harry do once the filming wraps, once the buzz begins? He does what only someone with real class and real character would do. He sends Joshua Lord a handwritten thank you note. A personal, thoughtful message that doesn't just express gratitude, it reveals the depth of Harry's humility. He thanks Joshua for opening his shop, for being welcoming, for being cool and kind. And yes, he thanks him for dodging those hungry press questions that came flying after his visit. He even gives Joshua a nickname, the Skillful Dodger. Now, isn't that classic Harry? Witty, charming, and always giving credit where it's due. Now stop and think. How many royals, how many public figures, period, would have gone to that level of personal appreciation? This is a man who has spent his entire life under a microscope, who was raised in an environment where gratitude was transactional and appearances were tightly managed. And yet here he is, free from the firm, living his life with heart, humour and sincerity. Not a palace in sight, and yet more royal in his humanity than most ever were under a crown. And the thing is, Joshua Lord was blown away. He shared the note online, called Harry a laid-back normal guy, and spoke about how impressed he was by Harry's grace. Think about that for a second. A tattoo artist from downtown New York meets a global icon and walks away feeling seen, respected and appreciated. That's the kind of energy Harry carries, not entitlement, not aloofness, just presence, just warmth. And you know what's even more telling? Joshua added that Harry hadn't said no to getting a real tattoo someday, that he seemed curious, that he was open, that openness, that spirit of exploration of joy, is something Harry never really had the chance to express when he was shackled to palace walls. But now, every interaction he has, from video shoots to Invictus Games to letters sent to friends and collaborators, every single moment feels real, unfiltered, full of soul. Meanwhile, the media that hounded him continues to embarrass itself. They tried to twist this skit into something negative, tried to imply Harry was desperate for attention. But the truth? The skit worked. It was a hit. It was creative. It got people talking about Invictus. It gave veterans a reason to smile. It showed the world that Harry isn't just some runaway royal. He's a man of the people, a man for this moment. And of course, behind every empowered man is an equally powerful woman. Meghan's influence is unmistakable. Her creative sensibilities, her love of storytelling, her understanding of narrative, this had her signature all over it. She and Harry are a team, a powerhouse, a duo that is rewriting what modern royalty looks like. Not performative charity events and choreographed photo ops, but real work, real stories, real impact. So let the press keep churning out their bitter narratives. Let the detractors keep crying on social media. Let the royalist gatekeepers hold their pearls. Because while they rant, Harry and Meghan are out here collaborating with artists, veterans, musicians, people who don't need to fake admiration, people who choose to be part of what the Sussexes are building. And let me say this clearly to every single one of them who tried to erase Harry, who tried to shame Meghan, who tried to paint them as selfish, as irrelevant, as ungrateful. Look at them now, changing lives, uplifting communities. And yes, sharing laughs in tattoo parlors, because they're not just icons. They're human, and that's what makes them powerful. So when we see a thank you letter, a little nickname, a joyful skit, we know it's more than entertainment. It's a window into how leadership can look when it's driven by empathy, not ego. It's a glimpse into how royalty can act when it's fueled by love, not legacy. It's a reminder that real power lies not in titles but in truth. And that my beautiful Royal Sussex Squad family is why we're here. That's why this platform exists. To tell these stories, to shine a light on the truth, to honour the real work, the real joy, the real change that Harry and Meghan are bringing into this world. So I want to thank you, yes, you, right now, for tuning in, for supporting this channel, and for continuing to uplift this powerful couple. You are part of something so much bigger than a podcast. You are part of a movement that refuses to let kindness be overshadowed by cruelty. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on those notifications. Hit that like button so this video gets pushed into every corner of the algorithm. And if you believe in this message, if you want to help us keep creating, keep celebrating and keep standing strong, please consider tapping that super thanks button. Your support makes all the difference. Every voice matters, and your voice is loud when you stand with the Sussexes. Prince Harry, thanks NYC tattoo artist for keeping his secret. Skillful Dodger New York City tattoo artist Joshua Lord received a special royal thank you from Prince Harry after letting him film in his tattoo parlor last year. On Sunday, July 20th, Lord posted on Instagram a thank you letter sent to him by the Duke of Sussex 40 after visiting his shop Eastside Ink to get a fake tattoo from country singer Jelly Roll in 2024. My royal thank you letter naming me as the Skillful Dodger, which is a pretty good nickname, really, Lord wrote in the caption. He also shared a couple of snaps of him posing with Prince Harry and Jelly Roll, 40, at the parlour. Dear Josh, Prince Harry began in the letter, thank you so much for your generosity in offering us your space at Eastside Ink for filming. It was incredibly kind, and I really enjoyed meeting you and learning more about the history of your shop. The Duke of Sussex continued to praise Lord for dodging questions about him visiting his parlour in the note. I also appreciated your artful handling of press questions regarding my visit. It means a lot, and I was rather impressed by your skillful dodging. Well done, he continued. They'll be in for a shock when they see the final cut. Grateful for your partnership and support in service of the Invictus community. If you'd like to come to Vancouver in February, we'd love to have you. All the best, Prince Harry concluded, signing off. The Duke of Sussex's thank you comes after Lord designed the fake tattoo he received from Jelly Roll in a hilarious skit promoting the Invictus Games in November 2024. The international adaptive sports event was founded by Harry in 2014. Prince Harry had been spotted visiting popular celeb tattoo stop Eastside Ink 2 months prior, leaving fans wondering whether the royal had indulged in some new body art. The reason for the mysterious visit was revealed 2 months later in the Invictus Games skit. In the clip, Harry is seen sitting in a chair beside Lord when Jelly Roll unexpectedly shows up to tattoo him on the neck. Lord previously told people of his experience working with Harry. When they asked me to be a part of it, I was thrilled. I had no idea I would get to be in the video as much as I did. It was an exciting thing to be a part of. As for whether the Duke might get a real tattoo one day, Lord said he hasn't said no, and he definitely expressed a curiosity. He's a very laid-back, normal guy if you let him be, he added. I can't imagine the world that he grew up in and how difficult it must have been, but he's managed to maintain a level of humanity and kindness in everything he does, which is remarkable. Until next time, keep your hearts open, your minds sharp and your crowns high. Because Harry and Meghan aren't just surviving, they're thriving. And so are we. I'll see you soon, family. Stay royal, stay real, and stay Sussex strong.